The annual Nigerian Economic Summit aims to sit at the heart of advocacy efforts, convening regional and global leaders from government, business, civil society, social sector, and academia. Ahead of its 30th edition, he and Nesg delegation visited the Arise News offices in Lagos for cogent discussions around economic growth and development.
I must say to you that Summit 30 will be a summit unlike what we've had in the recent past. Maybe the early summits had turned out the glamour, but I think subject to confirmations and security issues, but I think we're going to have the highest level of international attendance at this summit, even at the level of heads of states coming to join us. And I think this is one way we want to elevate this summit beyond a local conversation, but also have people on the outside looking in. Currently, our public sector partners have been also particularly collaborative in this particular summit. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning has been extremely committed in supporting this process. And we believe that at the end of this summit, the deliberations that we believe, again, it's one thing to partner in the discussions. The real partnership will also be how government takes the outputs of this summit to see how we can turn around our country.
I have the memory of your first summit.
But given years of exchange and discourse, pertinent questions around critical sector, policy implementation and repetitive rhetoric, amongst others, were highlighted.
Nigeria needs a plan to put people to work, and we must put people to work in high-intensity, job-intensive sectors that have high job elasticity. In other words, not jobs that create more poverty, but jobs that create more opportunities. And so these are some of the things that we think will feature in this summit that seeks to scale collaboration. And I don't think a government can do it alone. I think this summit convenes the 36 governors. We're going to actually have some sessions where all 36 governors are convened. We're going to have sessions that convene the National Assembly to review the last 36 years economic legislation that did not work to grow the markets and what could work to grow the markets. Government must do government work, and think tanks must do think tank work. Now, what we have done is where a government shows willingness to do the work, we've then said, okay, can we move a bit further beyond the dialogue to invest in some capacity to support intervention? So where we have government people that say they want to do so, our policy commissions that are resourced by Nigerians like you and I, we don't pay them. We have 12 policy commissions, 55 policy thematic working groups, Nigerians that just volunteer for free. We call it paying to serve. And when the government say they want to work, these Nigerians show up for free, buy their ticket, fly to Abuja, sit with a minister and say, Minister, are you ready to work? Okay, here is how we might move forward together. Where there is the space for that, we move.
The summit looks to catalyze collective action towards pressing economic realities. But what are the mechanics of this proposed collaboration?
We found a way to collaborate in spite of who's in power, because we're collaborating around the evidence and the principles. And I think everybody easily agrees with the principles and the evidence, right? So the room is not politicized. We are non-partisan, non-political, which allows for the question about what is the basis of the partnerships and the collaboration. We hope that this summit moves us beyond the dialogue collaboration to the action collaboration, because a lot of action on ground that translates into results need to happen. And leading that and making that happen together with government becomes the big way to go.
Economic action and a framework that galvanizes the current dispensation's agenda for sustainability and long-term growth will be key expectations from this year's summit. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group says it is a wheel it promises to keep in motion.
National Assembly.
Abby Owolawi for Arise News.